Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Foundation, where we are watching my castle, at least the next iteration of the castle. A palisade wall has been erected around it, and guard towers, 3 of them so far, have been built. A military encampment stands outside of the castle. Some soldiers are working on a parade. Maybe there are visitors. Who knows? Who knows? Iron is being harvested in small quantities. And inside the castle, of course, it is turned into weapons, into tools. We are no longer required to buy tools, although we still are. We still are buying them, but isn't really required anymore. Slowly we are producing, slowly, ever so slowly. However, today I wanted to turn my attention not to this side of the map, even though this is a very fun map position. I like it, but no. I'm going to the other side of the map today. Hello. Ooh, it's been a long time since I've seen you girls. And these girls need beautification and patrols, really. Huh. How disappointing. But no, my most interest lies here today. And they call it a mine. And hopefully, oh, she's working on the other one now. Hopefully, if we buy this, we can, we can get marble, we can get stone, we can get iron. That is all very, very, very useful. Or is it? I think we need decorative blocks for the marble to be used, but the stone and the iron, I guess we can start with that, right? Not to mention extra housing, extra residential areas, because, as always, we are lacking most spaces, so this will eventually become a much larger town. There we go. How is the mine working these days? I don't know. Requires a quarry and a resource depot. How are you supposed to be attached? I mean, even the resource depot is... Is this attached? Is this an attachment like this? Why are you red? You're still red. I preferred the old system, I think, with the connection points. Since at least that made sense. What is the trick? What is the trick? I do not know. Which is annoying. I just started the recording. Should have figured that out off screen first, but... Right. Give me a second here. I figured it out, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't have snap turned on, and you really want that to be turned on, apparently. So it actually does snap on again. Okay, let's remove those. Ooh, that was a large... exchange. The crane is just a resource depot these days, okay. So... 1 and 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Small cranes attached there. This will be the iron mine. And it will be glorious. It will be glorious. While that is being constructed, we are also going to redo the village barrier. I know that looks silly for now, but eventually I will buy this area as well and make the village much bigger. This will be the next real... In fact, you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to do it straight away. I'm going to destroy that entire village fence. Start with building, well, creating the possibility for more housing. And more housing is all nice and all, but let's get a small chapel as well here. Are we gonna get a new chapel here? Very big. Or I can move you slightly. Then I do want a couple of gravestones over here, including some cheaper wooden ones. Thank you, munchies. Built. more beautiful. That said though, out of all production and construction things, this is the one that needs to be focused. Thank you. Bang. Used up all my tools, used up all my wood, I think, and once again, we're losing a couple of people. There we go. Let's replenish them, keep a reserve, just for that scenario. I like the fact there are all colors here with stone, but when I look at it, there are no stones whatsoever. Luckily, we got 400 stones in reserve, so yeah, that's not a problem. Although, I forgot I had this church here. This one will be better. And I can scrap this one, I think. Yeah, I probably will. Talking about churches and all that, how much room do we have in these? Wood, so I can actually see what we can work with. Because I was thinking, oh damn, there's a hill here, that's a shame. I was thinking maybe a cloister over here, but with a hill that is not the greatest positioning. Ooh, are you operational? This mine is operational. And it's not even a trap. So let's tell the woodcutters to stop cutting wood there. And just cut all the way on the other side of the map. Now the charcoal burner is cutting down this forest here, which is fine. Whoops, placed an extra soldier at the armory. Not really required. You have no light fortification. Oh, right. These watchtowers, I completely missed something with them. I need soldiers on guard duty for that. Then they actually work. The archers are on patrol duty. You know what? You go on patrol duty. Archers, you go on guard duty. Because I have no idea what will happen now. There goes a patrol. We'll come back to that in a moment. Ooh, was that 20 iron already? Oh, that is gonna be great. What isn't great is that I'm completely out of planks again. And I've been lazy with a single sawmill. However, another sawmill here, we can double our production, right? We actually have some rustic food supplies today. Yeah, some berries. Good. Of course, we are hardly selling berries these days, I think. I mean, this market has no berries whatsoever. This market might, though. Yeah, you're selling berries. Here, this is the only stall that sells berries. Because, you know, always a good thing. Sorry. Ooh, a soldier's going here. What are you going to do? Oh, yee! That actually works. So you get a fortification now. Let's also get some beautification going, shall we? And it starts off with this. A little simple. Out of range, you might think, but... two little oaks. Go. Now this is more beautiful. Meaning higher chance of being upgraded now, I think. Maybe we're not quite there yet. We need some patrol coverage as well, but... you know what? Let's add it. Let's add patrol coverage. Well, let's go back here. The mine is slowly growing, my friends. And besides that, the church is being worked on. Let's focus on the church construction, shall we? We need 30 tools for that. How many do we have in store here? 27. Can already be built, of course. City gate here. Oh, come on, too far away. Don't be silly. gonna... Yeah, I suppose I am. Let's keep this outside of the village now. That is a lot of wood, but we have a lot of wood, so that is not a problem. Bit of a weird construction on this side here, but c'est la vie. I want a fountain. Just because I can. I don't think I'm collecting gems from that iron mine, am I? Now I think I need a gold mine for that. Sadly, I don't have any. And sadly, there isn't anything else we can get from this depot. Oh, come on, finish those houses. It is 20 a month to build. Ooh, that is expensive. Prices went up, ladies and gentlemen. Prices went up, so we gotta make this count. Gotta make it count. So, little while later, ladies and gentlemen, a little while later, we have, as you can see, developed this area a bit. And, come on. Doesn't this look great? Except for the church. The church looks horrible, but ignore that. The fields, the different villages here, the animals. We got lovely little sheep, and away from the sheep to the cows. And oh, it is so good. It is so wonderful. I like it. I like it. We are gaining quite a bit of milk. And soon we will be able to start building our first cheesemaker here. So we can actually start producing our beloved cheese. And with it, more food for the people. We also built some extra butcheries, some extra hunters, because our meat supplies were slowly dwindling as well. Of course, we're closing in at the 170 people. I lost a couple, it seems. So yes, things are looking good. I've upgraded this town ever so slightly. However, I'm not happy with the palisades anymore. And I was wondering if I could do anything with it. Sadly, I don't think so. Ooh, paved roads, there they are. Yeah, that's 75. Okay. My goal here is to see how much I can rush this. And to do that, labor, I think a proper tax office, a proper manor, rather than just small tax office here, and even smaller over here. I think I need a proper building. A proper place to settle down for myself. And look at this area here. Isn't that wonderful? Now, I'm gonna remove you. Charcoal hut. Guess I could place the charcoal hut back here and start harvesting the resources here. I mean, why not? Let's cut down these trees. These girls will be gone. Let's start off with a proper new tax office. Add sub-building, treasury, no, not delete, not delete. There used to be a way of seeing how big that building was. I think I want to like that. Okay. That would be the treasury wing. Adding plus 1300. Yeah, plenty of room there. Add a sub-building. I guess I'll add another treasury on the other sides. yeah, we can simply smash the palisade of the castle and smaller. It will be my new manor. I will be a manor lord. Office. Get the households. Two doors over there. 3-door section. We'll also have 2 doors. Office. I would like a chimney here as well. Why are we not connecting to the tax office? Not a fan with the windows, really. Yeah. What is this? Okay, yeah, it's wooden. It's roofs. Okay, yeah. Roof over there. Auto treasurer. Over there. To the tax office. This one's going to be expensive. Wow. First treasury. Okay. So anything, well, Esco decorations, wooden shelf. Setup. stables here to the side. Okay. We're gonna start building this. We're gonna start building all. And we are also going to demolish a lot of the palisades. That will lower the village walls for the. So we're gonna completely redesign this entire section. Well, let's leave the watchtowers there. That's fine. Village fortifications. Let's start off with a gate. This will be an important gate. How far can we? That is pretty far actually, but we're not going to. The lumber mills. Fields, the Munchleys. Okay, this will be the new palisade. 200 wood and 50. Yeah, we got that. We got that. Now, there you are. I want this palisade to be quite like so. Priority will be the construction of the fortifications. Yeah, commoners are bailing out now. Makes sense, but that's okay. We got plenty of money. We got plenty of reserves. We can make this work. Let's get the things running again. It's not just the charcoal burners that are getting wood from here, also the wood camp there, which is fine. Thinking about removing all the stone cutters and replacing it with a single stone mine, stone quarry. I think that will be will be more useful. Not right now though, I'm just gonna set it up, but I'm not gonna build it yet. This will be my stone mine. Eventually, after this project here is finished. Isn't she beautiful? I like her. She is way bigger and better than the castle here. Guess that's the next one. No, it's not the next one. I want the clergy to be more important, but first things first. I wonder. Look at that, 70. Cap of 50. Ah, we're getting there. Of course, the main objective here really was to boost the labor influence. I do hope I will succeed, at least somewhat. Maybe it's time to move the mill as well. Of course, this building can be removed once this one is done. More room for houses for villagers. Oh, hello, Palisade. It should grow in rapidly. Nice. The gates are installed. 3 entrances and exits now. Well, 2 really. One is just to get into the fields. Yeah, I don't think I'll be able to get the palisade back up in time. But that's okay. That's okay. Notice the difference in color here. That's weird. That said, let us add cheese to the main resource bar. I want to see how much cheese there is. The first one. Not interested. I know we won't be able to get enough wool in time for that. We don't have a large wool production, so why bother? The houses are downgrading as expected, but fortifications are coming online soon. Well, no, we still need like a third of the way it needs to be built. And our wood supply is dropping fast. That's fine, but we also need a lot of planks, and we don't have those. Cut me some wood. Rather than just over there. Now this is very close to two woodcutter camps. Yeah, you know what? Gotta find out. That's not you. You. Cover their village in wood as well. This will be a woodland village. Another butcher, please. I think the leaving of people is the weakest mechanic in this game. That, and there is no real combat as far as I know. It's just, you know, sending your troops out to raid, essentially. Only 33 meat. That's, yeah, we don't have a lot of meat, as you can see, only 100. We got plenty of money, though, so what I'm gonna do next is press the wrong button. Overall, lower taxes. Allow people to get more money inside of their own homes, be richer, things like that. Because I don't really need the high taxes right now. Of course, that will not last me long, this amount of money. Yes, we almost reach 170 people. And what's up with you? Just waiting for workers, okay. Yeah, some of the buildings, like, you know, when these are full, I'm like, yeah, okay, whatever. That one is the tool maker. So that's like, knowing where your buildings are really helps in keeping track of those things. Like this one as well, yeah, full storage. Don't care. Although, interesting, we can get gems from the iron mines. I did not know that. The fortified wall is complete once more, and immediately the houses are upgrading again. That is a nice house. I like the fact that one tower has been built. However, priority must be given to these houses. After that, we'll skip on to the treasury. Slowly but steadily, ladies and gentlemen. As you can see, the construction is progressing. 2 towers have already been made, so one section is essentially entirely complete. As you can see, in terms of resources needed, we're pretty much halfway in the wood And yeah, it's the planks that is, of course, the main issue. All other things have been completed by now, and yeah, looking good, looking good. Labor Splendor 106. That means we now have a lot of things unlocked. The question is, what do we do with it? Let's start off with the paved roads. I think that will be very useful to have. Milling taxes, also very useful to have. Wow, we need more progress to unlock. I would have thought we would have unlocked it by now. These two, but just because we can and because I want to check something out. Nope. Surplus of construction materials, eh? Well, start shipping them. Also, the wheat supplies are running dry again, which is not good. I mean, we are sowing in the fields again from the looks of it, but we only have a reserve of 40, 50, yeah, 61 in total reserve currently. Plenty of flour, of course, but in fact so much flour that the bakery can't keep up, really. The rest of my resources, stone supplies, are still looking good. Yeah, it's really just the wood section of the game, of the stop that immediately. Please tell me I was on time. Let's start hunting there instead. There's only one tax collector here. If I dismiss this one, this building only gives me plus 11. We can scrap this building, I think, without too much trouble. Let's do so. And you'll all of a sudden get triggered. Why? Oh, that's just patrol coverage. That's okay. The question is... yeah, you will build a new house here. Excellent. That's kind of what we wanted. Getting more space opened up here as well for other things, maybe? Maybe. We'll see. Logistics. Ooh. Well, we are gonna build that. We can build it here, I suppose. Nice in between both villages. Or we can build it here. Maybe even more useful. Okay. Army. You are on mission duty. The archers. Tell me, in terms of hunting, oh look at that, it's increasing nicely, which is good. Which is good indeed. Also, what's also good is that the second part, it's almost done. Just a couple of tools and then the second treasury bits will be finished. Very expensive though, very expensive, this building. If you're wondering why I am losing money, it's essentially due to this. My castle became a bit too big. How expensive is this mine? 30 shoes. Okay, I'm gonna stick with the normal stone cutters for a while longer. And 3 builds. Our tower builds, because this one they're not as practical as I would have liked. Okay, and with that, ladies and gentlemen, I think we're done for today. Next episode, you will see this manor essentially being finished. My economy hopefully repaired a bit, and then we're gonna start designing our proper monastery, because we still have a lot of work to do there. See you next time, folks, and take care.